Hello and welcome to another edition of our Women in STEM series. My name is Kaylee Peile and I'm the Director of Development for the Linda Hall Library. Our guest today is Leah Humphrey, Senior Associate from Lamar Johnson Collaborative. Leah, welcome and thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So to start the conversation off, would you mind telling a little bit about your backstory? What was your trajectory, going into school, becoming an architect? What does that look like?
Sure. Well, when I was growing up, during school, I always kind of seemed to excel most at art and math. Mm-hmm. And so architecture just seemed like a really natural place where those two intersect. I came from a family of artists. On my mom's side, a lot of really talented artists. And then on my dad's side, they owned a construction company. So I've been around buildings and renovations my whole life. So when I went to college, I pursued a degree in interior design. I think that's just a place where I saw a lot of creative, artsy women like myself working professionally. And one of my teachers there, who was a bit of a mentor to me, and she was also an architect herself, said, "Hey, would you consider pursuing architecture, because I think you would really like it and I think you would be really good at it." And I think had it not been for her encouragement, I would not have pursued a master's in architecture, and I did, and I have Patricia to thank for that. But that just displayed to me how important it is for young women to have role models, especially in maybe some of those more traditionally male-dominated areas, because when you're young, your perspective is so narrow, and so it helps women to see opportunities that exist for them.
Yeah, no, thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really important to have a champion. It's good that you had one.
Right.
It's also, you have a really unique exposure to kind of the art world and the construction world at a young age. That's amazing. That's really unique. But what was that experience like? You mentioned kind of growing up, you're seeing a lot of artsy women, you're going to undergrads, being exposed to that. What was the experience like when it kind of shifted to more of the STEM space for you as a woman?
Well, actually, it was interesting because when I went to do my master's in architecture, I would say that nearly 50%, maybe more than 50% of the students in my class were women. And so I had a really great community of women there, and seeing these women really excelling at what they were doing, just as good or better than the men. So I felt like it was really equal and even, and I kind of didn't have more experiences with a bit of gender discrimination until I got out into the workforce and realized, more women leave the workforce, and so it's a little bit more imbalanced still today.
Yeah. Well, so what is your experience, what are the things that get you really excited about working within the STEM industry here in Kansas City, with your work with Lamar Johnson? Like what gets you up in the morning and gets you going?
Well, I think the sea of possibilities. STEM has been a really great space for me. As I was saying, it kind of fills that artsy side, but also that math side, and seeing so many young women also kind of interested in STEM pathways, and for me, being able to be a champion, like my former teacher was for me, for those women, and kind of create pathways and be a role model for those in younger generations.
Yeah, we're doing that a lot at the library too. So we've got a career exploration series called How Do I Become? We've got our Kansas City Invention Convention that really helps with supporting STEM education, entrepreneurship, and innovation. So what are some things that are happening in the STEM and architecture space when it comes to career exploration? What are the initiatives that you're looking forward to in your personal and professional life?
I actually think there are a lot of great initiatives in the STEM space and architecture community, and I'm involved in a number of those, really. But one that I'm most passionate about, I think, would be my work with the Girl Scouts. The local chapter of Girl Scouts and Girl Scouts as a whole really has an emphasis on exposing girls to entrepreneurship and building the future work pipeline for our city and community, and exposing girls to STEM and STEAM and trades activities. I serve on the property committee there, and right now we're in the design phase for creating a state-of-the-art STEAM facility that's to be built on the Girl Scouts Camp Tonglewood property. And this will be a place for community partners and companies and girls to come together and do workshops and learnings and design competitions and science explorations and you name it related to STEAM and STEM and trades. And so I just think it's really important work to show girls that these are places that they can participate and make an impact and a place that they belong.
Absolutely. That's really exciting. And I'm excited to see as that development kind of works itself out. So what is something, when it comes from the Lamar Johnson Collaborative side, what are things, I know you're newer to the role, what are things you're excited about as that company kind of grows in the Kansas City community?
Yeah. One reason that I joined Lamar Johnson Collaborative and I chose that company is because of the diversity of the company. The president is a woman, and almost 50% of our office is women, and I'm talking about gender now, but also ethnically we're very diverse as well. And more diverse companies provide better opportunities for creative problem solving, and they make better decisions. And I think I just want, clients to know the benefits of hiring a company with that type of diverse thinking and leadership and workforce. And then I want job seekers to know that although not all architecture firms have achieved that level of diversity yet, that it is getting better and there are places that are looking for a diverse workforce and population and offer that kind of an opportunity.
Yeah, there's that intentionality needs to happen because the future workforce is waiting for it, right? Like we have a lot of young people who are getting exposed to new types of jobs, and they really want that connection to know that they're going to be invested in at a company is really important. So it's good that you guys are kind of ahead of the game in that way. So the library, we have items within our collections that celebrate past discoveries in the historical side of science. We're also celebrating current wins and the future pioneers that we are looking forward to celebrating. What are things that you're really excited about when it comes to the future of STEM, not just for Kansas City, but generally for women?
I think the future of STEM for women is really bright. I mean, I think women are great in STEM areas, and we know this. And as we currently have workforce needs and holes in the workforce and future workforce needs, that only just creates more opportunities for women to get hired in these positions, to gain experience in these positions, and to grow into leadership roles. And I just think that kind of creates a cyclical domino effect, because with more women in leadership creates more women role models, and then the younger generations see that there's a place that they can belong and make an impact as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm excited. So the Girl Scouts is on our Business Leadership Council, where we are working, within a strategic plan to really connect to more like-minded institutions like Lamar Johnson Collaborative. So I look forward to the work as well, and I'm excited that you were able to come here today and talk a little bit about what you're doing. So thank you so much, Leah.
Thank you.
Yeah.